So I was walking down this path and I had some what I could only describe as sadness or like knowingness that I was about to depart somewhere. And I remember saying to my mentor on the right hand side, who was very tall, like robes kind of, and the sort of perception I got from him was that he was a uh, a being that had maybe gone through the human experience or gone through the experience of incarnating a lot, but had sort of the choice to stay back and now mentor other souls who were still going through that process and finding that very beneficial. And so I was walking down this path and I said, "Do I really need to go? I really don't want to go back to planet Earth. I know what it's like down there. I've been down there many, many, many times. It is really hard down there and harsh, and there's, lots of emotions and feelings." So we were walking down there and we were approaching sort of the departure place, which I knew that was the departure place. So I started bargaining with him and I was like, "Do I really need to go? Like, can we just, maybe I don't want to go. I don't know if I really want to go. Like, maybe I can just hang back because it's so beautiful down out here and I feel so rested and I know I'm going to be really busy down there and I really don't, you know." And he was like, "Oh, come on." He was very like a loving father, sort of like jokingly. And he was like, "Oh, come on. We talked about this. Yes, you really need to go." So we were coming to this place, and it was sort of like a vortex place. And I'm like, "But I don't want to say goodbye." And then he said to me, he was like, "Well, you're never alone down there. You just, we can still communicate telepathically the way that we're communicating now. The key is that you don't forget about that. The key is not to let the veil sort of flip over you and you forgetting about it." And and so I was like, "Huh, okay." And in that moment, he pushed me. And I remember thinking, lovingly, this was not none of this was in any way negative or anything. But I was kind of like, that, he would do that. That was so mischievous. He pushed me.
Well, you were sad that you had to come back. Do you have any memory of why you actually needed to do so?
I have no memory of why I needed to do so. No. I just knew that, well, the only thing that my mentor at the time said was, "We discussed that you need to come here."
So you're saying that we all choose to come here and suffer because it's a way to learn and evolve from it.
Yep. That's absolutely what I say. Yeah, I believe that.
What
Mhm.
about the people out there that would say, well, how would some child in Africa choose to come and starve to death?
Hmm. That's a good one and a hard one. Well, I think that we all, in some way, shape, or form, I believe that all of us who have been here have had multiple lives. I do believe in incarnation and reincarnation because I have those memories. So it'd be hard not to believe in it. I actually have evidence. And I believe that we all have been in some shape, way, or form that starving child. I do believe that there is contracts, that there is karma, that there is, something that the soul gets out of that experience.